New at 6, the Georgia legislature will consider a bill next month to eliminate all absentee ballot drop boxes. They are the boxes you see here, which first appeared in last year's elections as an alternative to in-person voting during the pandemic. 11 Alive's Doug Richards is on that story for us tonight on this Monday, and he is live at the state capitol with more. Doug?
Jeff, Georgia legislators are always looking for reasons to produce and support bills that are popular among voters. And during election year, they tend to produce bills that are more popular with their activist base. And so it is with this particular Republican voting bill. Absentee ballot drop boxes appeared in Georgia in 2020. The drop boxes were very popular in a year when many voters didn't want to enter polling precincts during a pandemic. And Democrats won elections they hadn't won in previous years with record-breaking turnout. Now, a powerful Republican state senator, Butch Miller, has dropped a bill that would eliminate absentee ballot drop boxes entirely.
Leave them out there.
Frances Fox lives in a senior citizen community in Riverdale, which she says made ample use of the drop boxes. She says the state ought to be broadening the use of them, not restricting it.
Put more of them in more strategic places rather than eliminating what you have. No, give us more opportunity, not less.
In the wake of former President Donald Trump's repeated false claims about election fraud in Georgia, Republicans have responded with bills that rein in some voter access in the name of election security. Miller released a statement calling drop boxes an emergency measure during the pandemic. Eliminating them, he said, would return to a pre-pandemic normal of voting in person. Removing drop boxes will help rebuild the trust that has been lost. Miller is running for lieutenant governor but faces Republican challengers. Democratic State Senator Valencia C. says it follows a Republican playbook.
Everybody wanted to say fraud, but nobody can show fraud. So it's just trying to suppress the vote.
So what's interesting here is that Senator Miller, the sponsor of this new bill, was also a co-sponsor of SB 202, which was a controversial elections bill that passed earlier this year in the Georgia legislature, backed by Republicans and opposed by Democrats. In that bill, the state codified the placement and the use of election drop boxes, absentee ballot drop boxes, the very thing that Senator Miller now wants to wipe away from the books with his bill upcoming this year, Jeff.
All right, Doug, I'm going to put you on the spot here, sitting here thinking about your report and what you have to say here. What do you expect lawmakers to try and curry favor with their party's base as far as January goes? What is the expectation?
Well, there are a lot of possibilities out there, certainly. You have looser gun laws. You have the possibility of curbing LGBTQ rights. You have the possibility of more election bills. The possibilities are endless.
Doug Richards outside the state capitol, the Gold Dome in downtown Atlanta. Thank you. Rules regarding absentee ballots and drop boxes have changed greatly under Georgia's new voting laws. You can read about the changes on 11alive.com.